helping us swim, man. You're a lifeguard right now.
It's funny because I used to be a lifeguard.
That's dope. We talked all this amazing things about swim, right? What are the challenges of being in the water space? Are there any challenges that you've seen?
Heavy challenges. But challenges are always good, because it allows you to grow, helps you get creative with solutions. I would say I could just rewind and go to the beginning. It was very difficult to get into the water industry. Water industry is very gatekept. And I thought we was in the future. I thought we was in the information age, right? That's what we're in right now, right? We could Google everything. When it came to the water industry, there was no Googling this thing, man. Like months of trying to research, how do you start a water company? How do I do this? Nothing. So that was one of the biggest challenges, is that there's not a lot of information of how to start a water company online. And that was by the grace of God that I started meeting people that aligned and were in certain positions in the water industry. And I didn't know, this is like a person, 3 degrees, like a person that knew a person and was like, yo, Will, you're trying to do this? Oh, I know somebody. But that was over months and months. It took a year to finally get the water out, from the download of getting source water in motion, because there was no way. Like, I have so many other businesses that I started, and that was like, I get it started in 3 to 6 months. Boom, 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 boom. This information, I get moving. With this, man, the information part was the major challenge in the beginning. Beyond that was capital and that initial investment, because these are all tangible items. It's not like I'm just providing a service, that I just show up. Also, water is expensive and it weighs a lot. So shipping it, yeah, man. Wow. I didn't think of that either. That's the thing I'm saying. Like, and then I'm in it and I'm like, oh, it's too late now. I can't back out, but we're gonna have to pay for this. So those were the main challenges, where there wasn't much room to kind of bypass around it, and I had to really supercharge the other outlets and streams of income that I was doing to supplement this in the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you had anyone approach you that's interested in starting their own water, or what do you tell them? Hey, it's hard work.
I tell them straight up. I'm honest with everybody, because I'm a person that I came through a lot of challenges in my life, speaking of challenges, and I felt like all I needed when I was younger was an opportunity. I was like, if someone could help me out or just guide me in the way, I could do it. And it took me a long time to get opportunities. So when other people come, even if it's in my space, in terms of my industry, and I'm in the water industry, I don't feel like there's competition, because we're all different type of creatives. So exactly. Since last October, there's been about 4 people that have come to me out of this since we've been doing this since 2019, and no one's ever asked me about how do I start my own. Since this October, I guess, since we're expanding, wow. This past October, 4 people have asked me in the last 5-6 months. Wow. And I did the same thing. I told him, yo, I'll help you, man. I was like, we could partner up. I could have you have your own label, so you could start it up under Swim until you could build yourself up, and then you could take it on your own. But it's difficult, because then we start going through the process, and a few weeks in or a month in, they're like, whoa, this is a lot of work, and it's a lot of paperwork, and going through the process of talking to these companies that, obviously there's still people above us that we have to go through. And then them having to build trust and relationship with those new people that want to start their own brand, So I've been trying to do it, and that showed me something else that I'm like, now we have to build another system for that type of service of, how can we allow help and guide other people that maybe want to do the same thing? Because I'm like, it wasn't as easy as I thought it was going to be to help other people to start their own water brand. And it kind of makes me feel bad, because I was excited when someone's like, yo, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. And then I'm like,